This morning, be thankful always unto God. In all circumstances, be thankful unto God. We need to thank God despite all the circumstances we find ourselves. Gratitude should be more before our God.
If we say,
because as Christians as we are, it is one of the virtues that every Christian must exercise. We should be able to express it in our daily life. Because when we come before God, this morning, we've gathered here. We are thanking God. It is a thankful service we are giving unto Him.
If we say
because the week is coming to an end today. And also our mother giving thanks to God for a successful food. You have no reason why we are here. We are here to thank God for everything that we've been through. Paul wrote to the people in Thessalonica. First one, chapter 5, verse 18. When Paul has spoken to the church, the lack of understanding that God has said that He is going to come back to the world to judge mankind. God took His time to teach them how they should live their lives. And when He was bringing His long speech to an end, for man to have a meaningful Christian life and to live righteously in the sight of God, mention certain virtues that every Christian must have as we wait until the second coming of God. And the things we need to have as every Christian is that we should be able to thank God at all times. So one of the ways we can thank God and express our appreciation unto Him is that we should be thankful aside being having faith and appreciation everything that God has done for us. God says that we should be thankful to Him at all times. What does it mean? You being thankful means that you're showing appreciation for what God has done for you and you're expressing it out of a cheerful heart. If you're able to think carefully that the life you're living today, everything you have and everything you can be, it is by the design of God Himself. You have a responsibility to be thankful unto God. So you even developing that thought, it's a way of appreciating. If you think as you're able to think, then you should be able to proclaim out of a cheerful heart with your mouth that you are expressing appreciation for. aseda eye eje Onyankopon a.
So if you are not able to proclaim and thank God for everything He has done.
Na ye kwache nyane se unye nziri bibi a wo de Onyankopon ase.
It means that you haven't thought of anything that you can use as an expression to thank God.
Enti ye de Onyankopon ase se de Paul e ma ya te ase no.
As we thank God, as Paul has made it's in different levels. So the first one is to think about it.
Now what do I know up here?
The second one is to proclaim as a result of you thinking about it.
The also what do I come and some
next one is to back with your actions the things that you see and proclaim out of your mouth. Once you think about it,
if you are not bad,
you proclaim it. Your actions will back it.
And the thing said, oh, that when you
things come together means that you are thankful unto God. When we sum all these things, as you thank God, it becomes a way of worshiping God at all times. Most of us as Christians, when things go well, we see it and we thank God for that. We are not able to thank God for that.
But
Paul is telling us this morning that in all things and in all circumstances, what he wants from us as mankind, after the circumstances or situations we find, we should always be thankful unto God. This morning I want you to understand that I'll let you why you should be thankful unto God. God is worthy and He deserves that indeed we thank Him.
The only thing
He cannot do for Himself is to worship Himself or to appreciate. What He cannot do for Himself, thank Himself that yes, you have done this for yourself. If God is seeking that then indeed He deserves it because we are the one who always rely on Him. What is it that you have that wasn't given to you by God? What is required that didn't come from God? If we don't understand that it is God's will that we thank Him, we wouldn't be able to come before God.
If you say, the number
of times that we are thankful unto Him, limited access to come to God at all times.
But if you have
nothing to thank God for,
because you don't have a reason, that alone becomes an impediment for you to come before the presence of God. God wants us to give thanks to Him always. Psalm 100, verse number 5, 4 and 5. No? Psalm 100, verse number 4 and 5. God say, enter His gate with thanksgiving and His court with praises. Entering
the gates of God, would you come with thanksgiving?
That is a responsibility we have. Every time we come before the presence of God, you must come with thanksgiving.
We should come to His courts with praise.
Give
thanks unto Him. We should praise His name.
Yanka ne kase enche amansan. Eno ene kyese ye som Onyankopɔn ewo wo na de ayeye ene enase ebe Onyankopɔn
unto his name.
Anope ayeye na ade be Onyankopɔn.
What praises are you giving unto?
Enase be ade be Onyankopɔn.
What giving are you giving unto?
Emma de ato no embo hu.
Do not let your circumstances.
Emma bibia ensi wo kwan.
Do not let anything distract you.
Nemo for adwene esisu say.
But be focused on God.
For akoma etoso say.
Let your heart back that.
Ode aseda emema Onyankopɔn.
Always give thanks unto him.
Ye to so no a me pese me twa wadwe si so say.
The third one is that
we
are always thankful unto God.
To
move forward in everything that we set our hearts to do. We are always thankful unto God. Move forward in everything that we set our hearts to do. They are not able to move forward. At all times we are we have been achieved. And we think that things that he has done for us and to be thankful unto him for that. Onto the promised land.
One of
the things that prevented them from using 40 days on that journey.
Nanso Onyankopɔn ema wo de 40 years le twa ya ne
say possible for them to use
na Israel
for that journey.
Because
they were grumbling.
All times
they were grumbling. Didn't do this. And we always all times we are they were going to through that process because of grumbling, they were not able to move forward.
And we begin
to murmur and
we are not able
to thank
and
that they wanted able to take the right steps to get them. Most of the time we want to assume that we need to get it, we are entitled to it.
So
or not, we have to get it.
If we have
that mentality, all times it puts us at the time. The things I need to because you are entitled to it, you are seated and that is the mentality there is. You promise us that you are taking us to the promised land. That is what we also say. You have said for you and worship you. Brethren.
The more we begin to
we wouldn't see what God has done. And we didn't take that step. When we always thank him, we are grateful unto him. The more we come to him, he opens our eyes. We see that beautiful picture he has promised us.
What
has God promised you? It hasn't come to pass yet, so you are not thankful unto him. Begin to be thankful unto God at all times. You should be able to drink thanksgiving unto God. Thanksgiving should be what you put on every single day. Very soon you see how God will handle your life. Because you that blessings every that is when you realize that indeed I am part of the blessed.
and what come as soon as said, they say, young Kayan, yes, that the more than Coco. They say,
give thanks.
You'd always
be at that point of your life.
The
third one is that if you want to have a right perspective to life, to understand what life means, so that in all things you need to be thankful of.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse number 14.
Verse number 14.
Bible says, so what? And who defines when the times are good?
When they say we papa.
Who are what you know who said? And then the papa, right?
You can decide that
yes, you are going to say, oh, I mean, yeah.
Based on the things that have happened.
And then you call just and yeah, your career.
I was able to say,
and then I had a very good day at work. But see, when it happens like that, give thanks to God. So I swear. Hey, what's it there? What's it? And that day,
but when the times are bad,
because you say, well, that day,
when is the bad time? When is the bad time?
Say the Zabonia to me.
Just as he's experiencing his bad time.
Say the Edia to
maybe it has happened to you too.
Say there are two Yenya and Abundabia Ebusiano.
That's happened to
Bible says, I know who say.
Bible is telling you.
I think I know who said give me no who say. And the papa any guy, and that what you need now, and now
considered and
see, until you begin to have that right perspective about life, you are always going to distinguish between good days and bad days. So we have the teacher saying we are here. And then where the part and then where the body. If you say, and then
every day is being created.
So you cannot say so the young couple yet.
Don't make us say God has done this day a good one and this one a bad one. Beloved.
I said,
my mother is no more.
It is because Sadano, when you cook one yakaho, say a very many exactly. Let us begin to have the right perspective of life so that we don't complain too much. So that we don't talk against God. So that we will always have a reason to thank God. Even when it is not too good for you. He said that let your will be done.
This morning,
we
didn't speak for long.
The person who tells you now,
what you should understand this morning is that
say Onyankopon ama eyase say sitiano
God has made the world in such a way that it's not every day that you are going to be happy.
And
not every day that you are going to be sad.
See, this has a new tumor.
When we accept this reality, whether in good times or bad times, we always thank God for that.
In
conclusion, make thanksgiving your lifestyle. Make thanksgiving your lifestyle. When it becomes part of you, you understand that nothing happens without a reason. You understand that you cannot take anything for granted. Everything that happens,
you will understand that it has a value. It comes to teach you a lesson. Ababa will be America, and you know the power. The body there, if you
when I say you say,
but it is the lyrics of that song I want you to understand. Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
Each year there is a lesson. 1 Thessalonians chapter number 4, verse number 13. and 14. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse number 13 and 14. Enyano wona awade da o Kristo nyi ede mpese me kan se bebe ewo ho
to be uninformed about those who are asleep in the Lord.
This is the point. Sebio yendofo oye didi ni efimu a
if a believer and a loved one dies,
Bible no ma yan ho kwan se ndi awe ho ndi yawo
gives us the opportunity to breathe.
Bible no sa boy yan kokko
But it also cautions us
ye na ye di no ye bi te se won oni enidaso.
You do it like those who do not have any hope at all.
What is a hope?
You need that one thing.
A hope is that Christ died. He resurrected. And that for all those who have died in the Lord, when Christ appears in his glory, they will resurrect and they will meet Christ and they will live with him. That is the hope we have. So if we have this hope, we should not grieve like those who don't have hope. We grieve with the anticipation that the life that we are living on this earth, when Christ appears in his glory, we will live with him.
We believe that Christ died and rose again.
And then we will see them. Interestingly, Friday,
Friday when Sopho's mother died,
he
went to Kumasi. And the preacher was supposed to give a sermon on Sunday.
And now
Because of the friendship or relationship between himself and the mother.
And the fact that week,
About 30 people had died in the church. Because he was broken hearted, he couldn't speak. And Sopho's brother had to go and then speak.
And now he says,
and because the mother died in the presence of his elder brother, he couldn't also speak.
And
they always relied on him that he should give a sermon. I want us to understand this thing that when we all come to that understanding that this life we find ourselves, that is inevitable, it's part of us. All times we should keep on preparing ourselves. Someone said this to me that we have come to comfort you, you are rather consoling us.
So and someone
said, oh, just leave him. When he goes into his room, he's going to cry. Beloved,
so our
mother and the rest family, be consoled in the Lord. Have that peace in your heart. We should give thanks unto God. God has been victorious. Console the church as well. Hope in Christ unto our mother that she lived with the faith. From that and live with the faith. Christ comes in his glory. Believers who are following and live for him with him.
And I'm so
go through this, it is inviting you who is a visitor.
And that's what said also. Although it's time
for you to get in baptism.
Now also the and I say abaye wa brabo su.
So that you would also make thanksgiving.
Na enoma pa bebe a Onyankopon sisi ama wo abrabo mu.
He has prepared for your life.
Ni na adadi ni wo.
Come to
Onyankopon mo na dum endoso ma yin na. Na onti na nimu nche yen. Na ma ya hoje e be so wo honhom ani no kwemu. I say anche opi wo nyani monyemu a.
When it comes in his glory.
Say wo.
Whether we are dead.
Say atiase o. Eyi na kodi de o so ahenye ni. Oh Jesus Christ di minti. Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. Yonam kawu kina yendi.